not be silenced, the show that allows people to be seen, to be heard, and to be human. I'm your host, Melissa Woodfork White. In today's episode, we will talk about all things professional nail care with Sierra Anthony. Sharing our stories allows us to encourage, inspire, motivate, uplift, and help people. There will be a special surprise at the end of the show. Be sure to listen all the way through for the details. Our special guest today is Sierra Anthony. She is the business owner of Pure Touch, a nail, hair, and skin salon. She was born and raised in Indiana and graduated from Michigan City High School in 2009. Sierra is currently located in Las Vegas, Nevada, and has been a resident since August 2019 with her husband and children. She had worked as a certified medical assistant for 6 years before moving to Las Vegas, and periodically for the past 4 years. Moving to Las Vegas opened up many opportunities for her to follow the passion she had always had in the beauty field. Sierra has always been the one to do friends, family, and her own hair and nails growing up. Now that she lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, she was able to go to school and receive her nail technician license and esthetician license to provide services that also include her natural hair clients. She worked in a shop for 2 years, and now she has expanded to gaining her own clients and renting out her own personal suite. Sierra is going to share with us about all things professional nail care. Hi, Sierra. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, awesome. We're going to go ahead and jump right into our first question. How
Okay.
did you become a nail technician and esthetician? Tell us your story and the process and steps to getting licensed.
Okay, I moved to Nevada in 2019 and I was still just a CNA. I've been doing nails maybe 8 years before I even started here. And when I moved here from Indiana, I noticed there were beauty colleges. Back home, we don't have that. So I went to one that was like a nail tech school without having to do the full cosmetology program. So my first school I picked, as I went to school, I was 8 months pregnant. And I picked to go to expertise in Summerlin. I did 4 months, 600 hours, and I was able to graduate with a diploma and got my license. I did nails for a year at Beyond the Barrier Spa, and then I decided to go back to school at another school, Euphoria, and I got my esthetician license. I've done that same way, 4 months, 600 hours. I got that and been doing it for the last 3 years since I've been here. I'm enjoying it. In the hair field, I'm a natural hair person, so it's just braids and sew-ins and locks. And I got in that from just doing all my friends back home, having fun growing up. And the thing with me was, if you don't want your hair how your mom wants to do it, you have to learn how to do it yourself. So
Yes.
that was one of my ways of learning how to do hair, and it became a passion. So those was my steps of becoming a nail tech and esthetician and a braider.
Now, you said something that really stood out. You were 8 months pregnant when you got your nail technician license. You were 8 months
I was
pregnant?
actually I was actually 8 months pregnant when I started.
Oh, you were eight
So
months
when
pregnant when you started.
so what I had to do, because there's so many hours that you can miss,
Hmm.
I had my baby on a Tuesday and I was back at school on Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
So it was like school Tuesday, class on Zoom on Wednesday, back in person on Saturday. So it was like being a mother at school with Euphoria. They are amazing. They didn't deny my child to come up and breastfeed, or they made it easy for me. So I was able to graduate on time, and I graduated on my 20th birthday.
Wow. See, that within itself is powerful, Sierra. Not only were
Hmm.
you dedicated, determined, but you also had that support structure in place where you can do all of it. And so that's a rarity, but it's a wonderful rarity that you were able to do that. Wow. So that leads me to my next question, Sierra. How does your business, Pure Touch, help people with all things nail care? Now, we know you do nail, hair, and skin, but we want you to start off with nails and then go into the skin and hair.
When it comes to nails, it's not just about acrylics. It's not just about polish. It's not just about artwork. It's the care. You know, you get some people that comes in, they're not confident in their hands. All I do is show them just a little pushback. I give them their own remedy, where it's not they feel like they always have to spend their money with me. It's things that they can do at home to feel comfortable also. So it's the skincare, like, you know, when we talk about nail care and skincare, when you take care of your hands, you want to take care of your nails and your skin.
Yes.
You want to take care of your cuticles. And it's just about making people feel good about themselves. It's not about the money. And most of my clients, I can sit there and have an open conversation. And when I say most, I say 98%. I may have one that just wants to come in and just be quiet and relax. And I'm there too for that. You know, I'll dim the lights down, have a good day, and I just want to keep my people happy. I take all people, kids, adults, elderly people, elderly. I even work in the CNA field, so sometimes when I'm at work, I see their toenails a little too long. I'll cut their toenails down. I'll put, you know, just to make them feel amazing. And sometimes it's not about, oh, I'm going to charge you this. How about you come in, let me pamper you, because I don't want you to go in on your birthday looking messed up because you feel like you can't afford it.
You know what? We're going to get to my experience, but before we get to my experience, share some of the nail services that you offer.
I offer Gel X, which is a professional press on. I offer gel manicures. I offer regular manicures. I do cuticle work. I do acrylics. I do hard gel. I do artwork. I do dip powders. I do about everything that if it's something that I don't know about and you bring it to me, I am more than welcome to try it with you. Just so you can teach me something, I'll teach you. So I am one of them people that just want to soak it all in and give it all out.
Yeah, that is so awesome. So now I'm going to get to my experience. I will tell you, I don't remember if I shared this with you. So for the audience, Sierra did my nails. Me and my husband renewed our 10-year wedding anniversary in Las Vegas. So Sierra did my nails for our vow renewal wedding ceremony. And she did such a fabulous, fantastic job, because I have to share that what Sierra just shared about nail care, skin care, it being more than just putting a product on your fingernails or nail, it is. Prior to Sierra, the person that did my nails had stripped my nails so bad that it took them almost 3 months, and I did the gel manicure. It took them almost 3 months to strengthen again and to keep from being brittle and broken. So Sierra got me after I had nursed my nails back to health. So I was a little bit nervous. I was. And so that was almost, that incident happened for my birthday last September when I got them done. And then I was like, that was it for me. Because all gel manicures are not equal. And Sierra, you just shared that with us. They're not all equal. So she did my nails, and she did such a fabulous job. I'm the type of person that when I go to the nail salon, I don't want massages. I don't want oil. I don't want any of that stuff. But she was so wonderful that she was the one time, and when I say the one time in my 48 years young that I actually let somebody put oil and all of that wonderful stuff on my hands, I let her do it because she was so gentle with my hands. I mean, and she did such a wonderful job. From the scrub that you had me put on, and I think I said this, no, I didn't. I actually said this to Jacinta, who brought me to you. I actually said to Jacinta, she made me want to eat my fingers. That scrub smelled so good. She wanted, and I don't do that stuff, Sierra. I don't do it. I just say, just do my nails. That's it. Just do my nails. But the care that you took in doing my nails, girl, that scrub that you put, I promise you, I wanted to lick my fingers, eat my fingers. They felt so good, so soft, so everything. And so just in that whole process itself, Sierra, you gave me hope. If I lived in Las Vegas, you would be my nail technician, hands down. Nails and pedicure. You would be that hands down. And so with that being said, can you explain to me how you took care of my hands that made me feel that what you just said, welcome at home, relax, because I was nervous because of my previous experience.
And then what I did like about you is you let me know that you were okay. Well, this is what happened with the last person. And I wanted to show you that everyone is not like the last person. I didn't need tension on your nails. The way you nursed them back, you did amazing. You
Thank
did
you.
amazing. And then I'm like, if you're getting married again, I want you to feel good. Let's do this scrub. And before you came, Jacinta let me know that you were like, okay, she's real picky about her nails because somebody got to her before. And I'm like, okay, we're going to take care of her. I just wanted you to feel hydrated with your fingers, not feeling like you had to leave from washing your hands to put lotion on.
And you know
The
what?
scrub was just the scrub. I picked the scent just based off your personality. You were so bubbly and happy. And when you talked about your husband, it was a smile from ear to ear. It was never like, yeah, it was just, my husband, we're just doing 10 years. You was like, it's my husband. So it was just like giving you that good feeling that you're giving him. Yeah, so I just want you to feel good.
And you did, Sierra, you did. Because normally I would tell them, oh, no, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I just felt so okay. I was fine with you. I was relaxed with you. I just let you do your thing and I trusted you in the process. And it was a fantastic experience. And mind you, Sierra, my nails are still great afterwards. They're not stripped or anything like that. And so that's why I'm like, I highly recommend you. I'm gonna let everybody know
Thank
that if
you.
you in
Thank you. Thank
Vegas,
you.
make sure you go see Sierra Anthony. We're gonna give you all of her links, contacts, the whole nine at the end of this interview. But she is definitely the one that if you want some healthy professional nail, skin, and care, you definitely need to go to her. So, Sierra, with that being said, can you share with us one of your stories with doing a client's nails?
Good stories.
I know you have a lot, but just one.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about this lady. Um, you guys don't know her, so I'm going to say her name because if she watched this, I want her to hear this.
Okay.
It was a client that I just met maybe 6 weeks ago, and in these 6 weeks, she's been back 3 times. No, 4 times. Sometimes she's coming back and she's like, I didn't want a pedicure. I just wanted polish, but now I want a pedicure. And I'm like, okay, great. The first time she came in, it was just something about her. She brought her son with her, and my daughter was there, and they're maybe like 3 years apart, but he was like a big brother to my daughter, like
Mm-hmm.
she's used to at home. So they were just playing around. And this male story is so special because me and her, we both lost siblings. And me not understanding that she lost a sibling, I think it was 2, 3 months prior, and she was asking me who were the children on my wall. It's my little sister and my little brother. They both passed away. They're my motivation of why I keep going. And when she was talking to me, she was just letting me know how hurt she was, and I just felt like God brought her to me, and God brought me to her because the things that she was explaining to me of how she feel, but have to keep going, it was one of the conversations that I've never had with anybody in the last 7 years and 2 years of losing my younger siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So it was for her to allow me to cry on her and her cry on me as we were doing nails with nice art. It was amazing. Like those stories right there are the. I don't know if it is God bringing
All
these
right.
people to me. It's God bringing these people to me because he didn't have to have that. I needed this conversation, and I didn't know how much I needed the conversation with someone else that felt my pain.
Mm-hmm.
That it made that top tier of 2024, appointments. Like, and now just her checking on me and me checking on her throughout the week. It's like I didn't just gain a client, I gained a friend. And
Wow.
with me being new here and not knowing a lot of people, it felt special. So I'm not saying every client has to be my friend. You don't miss too much business with personal. But
Mm-hmm.
when you meet good people, those good people are going to stay around. And I was blessed for that appointment.
Well, that is a blessing, and my condolences to you and to her. And that is a wonderful story. I'm so glad that you
Thank
shared it
you.
with us today. Thank you, Sierra. So
Thank
I'm going to
you.
switch gears just a little bit, Sierra.
All
I
right.
also know that you also do classes.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The classes.
Yes.
Okay. I get younger girls that wants to be nail tech 17, not out of high school yet. I provide them to come and learn, not with just me on one-on-one with the client. I want them to learn the professional way of how to greet and talk to clients
Mm-hmm.
versus, and when I start with my nail care, I don't go straight on into acrylics or polishes. I start with the cuticles
Mm-hmm.
and the nail care. So the basics first for the first 3 days. Well, it's for the first day because it's a 3 day event.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just teaching them what they want to learn. Some people don't want to learn pedicures, and that's fine. So I just teach them step by step on etiquette, skills, and profession, just for they can know where to move to. And I guide them to a school. I help them. I want them to figure out what school they can go to,
Mm-hmm.
or it's some people out here that can't get financial aid, or some schools don't take it. I let
Mm-hmm.
them know the ropes of where they can go to get that school paid for to become a nail technician. So, and then even with braids and locks, I get
Mm-hmm.
people that want me to do videos. I will do a video of me doing a style, and I can send it to them. And that's also step by step.
Wow, Sierra. That is amazing. Amazing. So you're not just doing what you love and are passionate about, what you've been doing ever since your childhood with your family, friends, and even with your own nail and hair care, skincare, but you're also passing that on to the future generations who also want to do it too before they even
Yeah.
graduate high school. And you're being that role model, you're being that educator. Yes, you are an educator to train up. And so that is amazing. So, with that being said, Sierra, tell us some of the do's and don'ts to professional nail care. Because I just told you
Okay.
about my bad experience before I came to you, who took very good care of me and
When
my
you
hands. Tell us some of the do's and don'ts to professional
Okay,
nail care.
when it comes to your cuticles, you always want to keep them smooth and oily. You can just take a little. You can take your fingertips, if your fingertips or your nail is okay, push your cuticles back to allow them to keep growing. Don't let people cut all of your cuticles off. When it comes to your feet care, you don't want to let people use the cheese grater.
Yeah.
Like you go to,
I
yeah,
like that
that's
pumice.
actually Yeah, that's actually illegal. You're not supposed to use the cheese grater. So if somebody
Wait,
put
wait,
that on
wait,
your,
wait.
yeah.
Sierra, I noticed that when I was going to the salon here in the Phoenix area, that they went from using that tool to back to the pumice. So now I
Mm-hmm.
know why, because you just told us.
Yep, you're not supposed to use it. Some nail people, they'll use it because it's actually something that's going to bring the client back. Because once they're shaving your feet and they're making those indents in your feet, they're just going to keep coming back. So you're going to feel like you need a pedicure every 2 weeks.
Well, what does
Versus you
that
can get
do
a
though,
pedicure.
Sierra? Because my whole thing is that I've always preferred the pumice. I have.
Yeah, the pumice
Or
it's killing it's taking the dead skin.
that
It's
the
fighting against the
exfoliating
dead
with it,
skin.
the dead
Yes,
skin and yeah.
yes.
But what
So
did
that's why
that
I
tool
put
that
the
you just said do to the feet though? You said it'll keep you coming back, but what exactly did it do anything good for the feet, or was it just to keep you coming
no.
back?
It's not doing nothing but giving you a good look because it's actually cutting into your skin. So it's making tears into your skin that has to heal. Like for instance, for a diabetic, that's bad. That's horrible. So it's doing nothing good. It'll make it look good for that moment, but once they dry up, you'll feel the indents in your skin of your skin being taken off.
Wow. So that is definitely a do and a don't.
Yes. So the
So what?
promise is giving you that smooth look. And remember, and then I put a gel on there first.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called callus remover. You put that on the feet and you let it sit for maybe a minute to 3 minutes, and it softens the dead skin. So once you use the promise, it's helping the dead skin just slide right off, based off using the cheese grater, and it's cutting your feet because it's
Wow.
already softening you up. So once you use the cheese grater, it's tearing up the soft skin.
Well, I tell you something, Sierra. I noticed the change, but I didn't know why. And I'm glad that you shared that doing that don't with us just now.
Uh huh.
Because to be honest with you, I really I didn't know if it was a good or a bad thing. I just knew that I preferred the pumice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
From somebody that gets their feet done. I just knew that
Yeah.
I preferred the pumice. So when I saw that they had went back to the pumice, I was like, okay, so they could do my pedicure. Because you're right, they are cutting into your skin, and it's not necessarily dead skin, it could be healthy skin and so forth. And then you're right, you can feel those grooves in your feet
Correct.
afterwards. And so then it is going to keep you coming. But for me, it didn't keep me coming back because I like the pumice. So all I did when I got home, you want to know what I did? What most people do that like the pumice, I just took the pumice to my feet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
something that we shouldn't have to do when we paid for a service that's supposed to do
You're
it
abs-
for us here.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Now, you shared with us one of the things that we can keep our nails healthy on. Can you share with us another tip for home care?
Okay, if you go to the shop and you get a full set,
Mm-hmm.
never bite your nails off. If it's just the overlay, never bite them off, never peel them off. If you don't have time to go to a salon and it's just money wise, or you just don't want to do nails at the moment, go to Sally's or Lear's Beauty Supply store and buy acetone, pure acetone. Buy you a nail file and buy you a buffer. Go home and you put the acetone inside of a bowl, and you can sit it inside of a bigger bowl of hot water. And that's just to activate the acetone to move quicker, to work quicker. So you're gonna take your nail file and take off the top coat of your gel polish, or if it's not gel polish and it's just regular polish, just put your hands inside of the acetone and let it melt off. And as it's melting off, you'll be able to just peel it on off. As you do that, you want to wash your hands, or you can actually just cut your nails down where it's a good length, because sometimes they're brittle when
Mm-hmm.
you take acrylics off. Instead of filing over your nail, you just want to do a light buff. Just
Like
do a
a
light
buffer
buff to
sear?
that. Yes, a regular buffer.
Okay.
Just use a light buffer and buff your nail so you don't put too much tension on top of the nail because it's already suffocating under the acrylic. That is the safest way of taking a nail off. Biting it off and peeling it off, even if you feel like it's not hurting, it's still taking that layer of skin
Stripping the
off the
nail.
nail. Yes, it's stripping the nail. And you may feel like, oh, it's just one coat, but it could be
Oh,
2 or 3 coats of your nail.
not only that, that hurts. When my nails were stripped
Yeah.
from that last, oh my gosh, Sierra, that thing hurt. My nails hurt. I've never in 48 years young, I've never felt a pain like that in my nails. And so that's why I was like, oh, Father God, in the name of Jesus.
And it's about caring about the nails because I get some people that comes in and they tell me they didn't bite them off, but every time I touch their finger, they jump. And those are clients that I get some of them that's very understanding. That I let them know this soak off I just did for you is $15 if you get a service. But I'm not going to charge you for this soak off. I want you to take a break from your nails. I will do a clear coat, and can you come back in 2 weeks? You have this service free. And just to let their nails breathe because some people want you, and that can cause a fungus
Mm-hmm.
because now your nails are so brittle and so messed up. Whatever you hit, you're gonna lift.
Oof.
You're gonna have more. You're gonna have moisture underneath the nail, and you get a lot of people that hit their nail and it lifts and they glue it. And when you're gluing it, you're just leaving the bacteria underneath. So now you're coming with a fungus under your nail. So it's just about caring about the nail. So I just say soak off, don't bite, don't break, just soak it off.
And don't peel it off. Soak it off.
Yes, don't peel it off.
Oh my God. Thank you so much
And I
for
get
sharing.
people that come in and I'll give them the supplies to go home and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, I think that it's wonderful, Seer, because the only reason why this is just me sharing this. I only asked for the price so that I could be prepared to pay. Because my thing is that I'm going to pay if the service is good, the care is good, I'm going to pay what your price is, and I'm going to leave you a little something on the top. But let me be prepared. But I do understand that people do ask price because of budget and finances and other things. And so I just wanted to share that for me, the reason why I asked for price is so that I could be prepared to pay for your service.
Yeah. And you want to know what you're paying for.
Yes, exactly. I will tell you this, Sierra, you have dropped some gems on us today. This is I've learned a lot about, first of all, I've learned a lot about nail care from doing my own. I appreciate your accolades on how I nurse my nails back to health. Thank you for that. But at the same time, you've dropped a lot of gems on us too about not biting, not breaking, not peeling off, but soaking off, and then how you'll provide services so that they can have natural care as long as they come back to you, which I think that's wonderful. No, you can't walk in any shop today, Sierra, and they be like, oh, I won't charge you. But because you are all about that professional nail care and taking care of the nails, the skin, and the hair, that you're going to provide them with the services they need. And then they'll come back, and they're coming back because they know you know what you're doing. They know that you are the professional. And so with that being said, Sierra, tell us, how does sharing your story today help others? Share the work you've done or doing to bring about change. You've shared a lot with us, but I know that there's some up and coming things for your business that you have that you would like to share with us. Any current future plans and goals?
Right now, my goals is, right now I am 8 months pregnant. So I'm getting ready to have another
Congratulations
baby
again.
boy. Thank you. So I'm getting ready to have another boy. So my biggest plan this year is to gain clientele in Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona, Mason, and Tempe, around the area to get clientele out there with my nails and my locks. That's one of my goals. And I want to start that at least by June, at least gain some clientele by June. I want to venture out instead of
well, you have one.
Just
I already knew. Yes, I already knew about her expansion. So I said I will be her client when she comes here because I live in Phoenix. So you have one. That's wonderful.
Yes. So I plan on, venturing out. I also plan on trying to start a business of my own storefront. Right now, I am renting a suite, so I feel like I have I have grown enough in the field where it's time to jump out and start my own building and do that and travel.
Yes.
So
Congratulations on expanding your
Thank you.
business to include Phoenix, because now I have a nail technician of my own. Thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. And then also congratulations on your goal of having your own storefront where you don't have to rent from anybody anymore and you actually own it. That is
Yes.
awesome, Sierra. So Sierra, take about 30 seconds because we're going to have to wrap up soon. Tell us how everybody can contact you for hair, nail, and skin. Go, girl.
All right, I am Sierra Anthony. You can contact me through my cell phone number, call or text 219-229-5504. I also have an Instagram page, which is Pure Touch with two H's at the end, dot 2818, and is underscore by C. Then you can, I think
Your book,
those are the two. I have
your booking
my
app.
business. My bigger app is Vagaro / Pure Touch. And if you want to, you can find it on my homepage in the bio of my Instagram.
All right. Thank you so
I
much.
am,
Go ahead, Sierra.
I am also located at Beyond the Barrier Suite at 722 West Cary Ave, North Las Vegas, Nevada. Please come see me.
All right, Sierra, thank you so much. I'm also going to drop this information in her interview so you all can click on it and go to her immediately. She is my recommendation for nail technician, hair, and skin. And so with that being said, thank you so much for joining us, Sierra. It was awesome having you on the show.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
All right, so next week we'll continue to discuss and have conversations about real experiences, personal and professional, stories that need to be shared, seen, and heard that makes us human. The truth will not be silenced, to be seen, to be heard, to be human. The surprise, if you like and leave a positive comment about this show, you will get a shout out. This includes businesses for products and services, organizations, and events. Following the link in the show notes lets Buzzsprout know we sent you and help support our show. Buzzsprout is the best way to launch a professional podcast. Want to ask a question, be a guest, or subscribe to this podcast? The truth will not be silenced. Click on the show link. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.